It's impossible to be a musician today without being an entrepreneur. And in many ways, it's not quite possible to be an entrepreneur without thinking creatively. So through my own experience over the last 20-something years of having both a music background and also being an entrepreneur, I started thinking a lot about the commonalities between the two, between the music making process and the way that you think and relate to the world as a creative person, as well as entrepreneurialism. And whereas once in my life I thought of them as pretty separate, I started realizing that they were very much interconnected. If you're a musician, you have to be very aware of your environment. You're a great musician because you're a good listener. You learn how to collaborate, you learn how to improvise, how to present a concept and command a stage, if you will. So in many ways, I think that the instincts and the mindsets of being a musician are directly transferable to entrepreneurialism. Most entrepreneurs that I know are driven by the desire to create something that's of value and that makes a difference. And that is the exact same impulse that a creative person has when it comes to the medium that they're expressing, whether that's music or any other of creative form. I think entrepreneurialism is about being empathetic to some degree. It's about understanding people and connecting with them. Music is the exact same way. So early on, you start also realizing that when you're performing music, there's a lot of, in the act of creation, there's a lot of unspoken dialogue that takes place. There's not just your head, if you will, but there's a feel with respect to the people that you're co-creating something. And having run a company, certainly in the early days, I would say there's a lot of similarity between being in a band and being in a startup. Because it's not just about the roles that people play. It's also about these very unique, very deep connections that you have. And if they're there, you know it, you feel it. You know, there's like a cosmic connection. In music, we say you're in the groove, or you're vibing with somebody, and it's the same thing in business. If you're a young person who wants to go into business, I would encourage them to engage in music and learn what it's like to create something with others who have diverse backgrounds, but there's almost a self-organizing principle in performing music. You have to produce something that sounds good, not for you, not for me, not for you, but for all of us and the audience. So that self-organizing principle gets people to sort of, get over differences and kind of perform, right? I like to say, if I brought 4 people in this room that play music and I said, okay, you have 2 minutes to figure out what to play and come out and entertain everybody else out there. Very quickly they'll figure it out. If I brought 2 people from business and I said, okay, you have 2 minutes to do the same thing, I think most people would start arguing, about who's leading, what they're doing, how do they put together a plan. The last thing that I'll say is that remember that your own instincts that you have that make you want to create music are the very same instincts that you can apply onto your own career journey.